Alright guys, what's up? One Piece chapter 717, I believe. In this chapter we get the continuation of the battle between Luffy and Qinchao. And while they're fighting, it seems that Qinchao has a really big grudge against people from his generation. He's mad at Garp, and for some reason he seems mad at Rayleigh also. And he gets mad to the point where he starts crying in the middle of the ring, and everybody's just looking at him like, wait, what? Is this guy really crying? So it seems that he doesn't even know why he's mad anymore. Like, it's really confusing to an extent, but I don't know. Cause like he asked Luffy, "Hey, Straw Hat Luffy, where did Garp take from me? What did Garp take from me?" And he's like, "Shit, man, I don't." Luffy's like, "Shit, man, I don't know. I don't know." And then that's when he starts crying or whatever. And we pretty much just end that scene off with them about to go back at it again. And so next scene we get is between Sanji and Kinemon. And by the way, this chapter is just bits and flashes of scenes from pretty much everything that's going down. The only thing we didn't get was with Nami, Chopper, Brook, and Momonosuke. So with that being said, Sanji and Kinemon, they're about to get ready to go to the toy factory. But they notice that Marines are everywhere. They're scattered all around the Coliseum, exits and entrances, since they're not allowed to go in. And so my first thought was that they're probably after Luffy. Since Doflamingo is in on this whole thing, he probably informed the Marines that Straw Hat Luffy would probably join the battle at the Coliseum. So it's more than likely that the Marines are waiting for them, well, particularly Luffy, to come out so they can capture him. And there are also a lot of other pirates, so their aim is probably that also. Our next scene, we go to what's the name? Well, we go to the fight between Law, Doflamingo, and Fujitora. Very short scene. We just see that Law is having a very hard time. That's pretty much all we get from that scene. And next we go back to Ursulin. We pretty much get the main reason why the dwarves want to raid Doflamingo and end his rule. It seems that Doflamingo has captured 500 of their people. So we pretty much got a reason for that. And the next scene, which is pretty much the most important scene, is with Frankie and the toy soldier. The scene, we pretty much see a really dark side to Dressrosa. When this arc appeared, it seemed like everything was beautiful, everything was lively, everything was so good. But now we get a dark side to Dressrosa. And it appears that since the toys, well, at the beginning of this arc, it seemed that the toys were of a different species or of a different race. Because when Oda announced that he was introducing a new species, everybody thought that the toys were going to be the different species until we saw the dwarves. So then that pulled the question as to, what are these toys? And so with that, the toy soldier actually reveals that these toys, including himself, was once human. They were turned to toys by a devil fruit user who was working under Doflamingo. Now, the only person who I can think of who has the devil fruit user who we've seen so far was that lady Jola. Now, everybody was saying that she had some type of art fruit, but this kind of basically confirms that she turns everything into toys. So whoever said that she had an art fruit is basically wrong. So I still believe that she has the power to turn things into toys. Unless we see another devil fruit user who can do that, My bet is that it's Jola. And he also says that people who turn into toys, the people who were affiliated with them, lose their memory of everything. Like, for one example, there was this toy or whatever, and he tells them that he was a woman's mother and child who were just passing by. And when the toy asked the boy if he had a father, he says, "Oh no, I don't have a dad. He's just my mother." And then when he asked the mother, she says, "Oh no, I don't have a husband. I don't even have a boyfriend." So it's weird. Like, why is their memory blank? So with that, there were also 2 rules in Dressrosa. The really one important thing was that at 12 o'clock on the dot, everybody had to be in their house. All the toys had to be in their toy houses. Nobody could go out. Nobody. Or else you would be severely punished. I cannot remember the second rule for the life of me, and I don't have my laptop anywhere. So, I can't really remember the second one because the first one was really very important. And so with that, pretty much everybody's about to go to either the toy house or the Smile Factory that is under the Coliseum. So things are really picking up, heating up. It's good. I love it. If I were to rate this chapter, I'd give it a good, action-wise, 5 out of 10. Because the only action we saw was with Luffy and Qinchao. But overall, I give it an 8 out of 10. We got some very good information. And we finally got to saw what was happening with everybody else as well. So, that pretty much ends my review, guys. I'll catch you next week.